What does a trespassing involve? It means going where you shouldn't go. Okay, that's all a trespass is, going where you shouldn't go. If there's a line there, you shouldn't go there. You step over it, you've trespassed a boundary. It involves doing what you shouldn't do, okay? Going where you shouldn't go and doing what you shouldn't do. That happens obviously in the natural realm, but also in the spiritual realm as well. A trespass is also about speaking when you shouldn't speak, saying something you shouldn't say, being engaged in a conversation you shouldn't be engaged in. It includes things like gossip and slander and harsh, evil words that you speak, destructive words that you speak to others. You trespass. You know, when you gossip against someone, what are you doing? You're trespassing against them, right? When you speak harshly against someone, what are you doing? You're trespassing against them. And it involves, here's another thing it involves, trespass involves controlling what you're not responsible to control. Wow. Anytime you're trying to control someone for something that you're not responsible for in their life, there are two things that will always accompany that process. Number one, you're going to experience great fatigue. It's tiring trying to control everybody else, isn't it? Okay. Is it tiring trying to control other people? Really tiring. But I'll tell you something else you're going to experience. Frustration. Because you're going to discover quite quickly that all your efforts at trying to control someone else and getting them to do what you want them to do, and trying to, I'll put another word on the board, trying to fix them. Anybody have any projects in their life? People you're trying to fix, and you're trying to control them, and you're trying to fix them in a certain way. And what happens is you're trying to control and fix them, you're just stepping all over their boundaries, trying to control them and fix them and do things, get them to do stuff you want them to do, and you're trying to manipulate their life in a certain way. And that's really tiring, it's very frustrating, and it's also, I've got a lot of words coming to my mind right now. It's also very futile. It doesn't work, okay? I'm going to talk about this later on this series. About 85% of our communication is nonverbal in nature. So when we communicate with someone, most of the time, we don't really say anything, but we give signals, okay? And so you need to get good at reading signals, being aware of that, and learning how to own your own stuff. Because if you don't, you're going to be stepping all over people all the time, and you're wondering, why is our relationship not working? Well, it's not working because you're just blowing past all these boundaries all the time. And when you blow past them, you're wondering, well, what's going on? And there's a resistance in the relationship, all because boundaries aren't being properly appreciated.